LeBron James and JJ Redick are done with the Lakers. After the loss to the Clippers last night, both were interviewed, and let's just say they had some interesting comments. Let's talk about it. Before we get started, if you guys can do me a huge favor and drop a like on the video and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future Lakers and other sports content. If you watched the game last night, the Lakers were pretty much dominated by the Clippers. Every aspect of the game that you can think of, the Clippers pretty much showed us how it should be done. But like I mentioned earlier, the biggest takeaway from last night's game wasn't even the game itself. It was what happened afterwards. Both JJ Redick and LeBron James, during their post-game interviews, echoed the same sentiment. And you could feel it from wherever you were. If you were watching that interview, the message was pretty much the same. It was deliberate. And I don't know about you guys, but it's no secret who that message was being directed to. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Nothing's going to be easy for our team. And, I figured that out very early in the season, and that's okay. Again, it goes back to just not having a huge margin for error. I think our group is like, if one guy is gone from the rotation, there's an exponential effect to that. It's just we just don't have a huge margin for error, and nor can we create that margin organically. We don't have a guy on our team that is going to necessarily always draw two to the ball. We don't have a guy on our team that's going to be able to get past his guy one-on-one and get to the paint and spray out. Like, that's just not our team.
No, that's how our team is constructed. We don't have room for much for error. We don't have a choice. I mean, that's the way our team is constructed. And we have to play close to perfect basketball.
It's impossible to consistently play near.
No, I don't know the answer to that, but we just got to keep putting our foot forward and keep working.
Yeah, in my opinion, it doesn't get much more straightforward than that. Other than standing up and saying, listen, Rob Pelinka, you need to upgrade this roster. You need to do it now, ASAP. You've wasted enough of our times. Get your shit together. Aside from that, in the most professional and controlled manner, that is essentially the same message that they delivered last night in their post-game interviews. And at this point, I don't blame them. I really don't. Because if you think about it, we had this past summer, right? So summer 2024, trade deadline 2023, and then summer 2023, where the front office failed to take advantage of opportunities to upgrade this roster and give essentially the coaching staff, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, a legitimate chance to make a run at a championship. That's 3 cycles that Rob Pelinka in the front office just completely, I don't want to say ignored, but failed to capitalize on. And that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous for a championship contending team, but not only that, but for the Lakers. Lakers fans, you know what it is, bro. We're Lakers fans. This is a Lakers organization. We got 17 of them things. 17. And I don't know about you guys, but the urgency to get back to championship contention is multiplied that much more now because, bro, now the Celtics have 18. What? The Celtics have more championships than we do. And everybody's just okay with that. Like, that just happened, and everybody's okay with it. Man, get out of here with that, yo. I don't blame JJ or LeBron for being upset at this point and for vocalizing their concerns. Now, granted, I will give Rob Pelinka some leadway. There were some factors involved, right? Obviously, within this stretch recently, we've been making the playoffs barely, if you want to consider the play-in, right? But we do have a Western Conference Finals appearance, right? We had Darvin Ham, who, in my opinion, wasn't a bad coach, but just was not the right coach for the Lakers. And during his tenure with the Lakers, there was some highly, highly questionable stretches from him. His decision-making, his rotations, just Darvin Ham, he wasn't as bad as people make him out to be, but at the same time, he just wasn't the right fit. He wasn't. I think JJ, even though he is also he's a rookie coach this year, I think overall, his competitive spirit, his demeanor, his attitude towards his work, he's a much better fit as a Lakers head coach. So there are some factors that doesn't make Rob Pelinka's job any easier. I will give him that. Even this year, when you're having these stretches of inconsistent play, it's like, damn, it puts him in a weird position where it's like, okay, listen, we have assets. Do we give them up when this team isn't really consistent? We haven't established an identity yet. Or it's like, hey, we need to give up these picks in order for them to establish an identity and try to make a run, even though LeBron James is on his last leg and he's, going to be retiring probably in 2 years or maybe 1 year. We don't know. It's not easy. I'll give him that grace. His job isn't easy. But a general manager's job isn't easy across the NBA. You understand? And as hard as his job may be, he still has LeBron James and Anthony Davis. He still has that. LeBron James is playing at an all-star caliber level, an all-NBA level, if you really think about it. But I will say this. If you consider all the factors, one dead giveaway is, look, if you're relying on a 40-year-old to drop 25, 30 points a game in order for you to win, there is a problem with your roster. Even if that 40-year-old is LeBron James, even if he is the greatest player of all time, he's 40 years old, and you're relying on him to put up all NBA numbers on a consistent basis and to close your games just to give you a chance to win. Bro, that is an issue in itself. A dead giveaway. Nothing makes me more upset than the fact that we are looking at the current NBA and we're watching a guy like Walker Kessler emerge as an elite interior defender as a center, right? He's only 23 years old and he's only going to get better. Now we're watching Zach LaVine reemerge as arguably one of the best two guards in the league, certainly one of the best scoring guards in the league. And now their value is increased. We're in a worse position now in terms of assets, and we could have had both of these players in the summer when their value was tanked. That could have been us. I know I expressed that in the last video, which is why I'm not just going to elaborate. I'm not going to continue to elaborate on it, but it's frustrating, man. It really is. It's frustrating when I'm a content creator, right? And I know I'm a small content creator right now, but first of all, random, but the growth has actually been encouraging as of late. I mean, you guys are amazing, by the way. Just a quick thank you to, I know this is random, but just seriously, just a quick thank you to all of you, man. Your engagement, you're subscribing, liking the videos, sharing the videos. I've really enjoyed the growth that this channel has received, and your support is just amazing, guys. So seriously, just thank you. All right, let's keep it going. Honestly, keep liking the videos if you enjoy them. Keep watching them, and please share them with as many people as you can that you think will enjoy the content. Let's grow this community as much as we can. Thank you so much. But anyway, it's just frustrating because if I, as a content creator and someone who loves basketball, saw this coming months ago, again, I was preaching about this in the summer. And yet, Rob Pelinka was holding on to those picks, like, with the kung fu grip, talking about, we're going to use them. But it's like, you could have used them this offseason. And I understand the optic of it, right? And, hindsight is 2020. But, that's the whole point of taking risk. It's risk versus reward. And sometimes, yes, you have to take on high risk to receive a high reward. And there is no higher reward than winning a championship. That's what the Lakers do. And I know a lot of you were fighting me on the whole Zach LaVine thing, but you saw it clear as day last night. Our ability to generate offense just doesn't compete with some of the better teams in the league, certainly not some of the elite teams in the league, the other teams that are actually in contention for a championship. It doesn't compete. And this isn't about DFS. I actually like DFS. Considering that we didn't make that move over the summer, a player like DFS is going to help any team. You guys have heard me say this before. If you're a dog, you bring energy, you play hard, you're always going to have a spot on my team. I'm not mad at DFS. But what I'm saying is, when you look at the opportunity cost, you're telling me that we had to give up D'Angelo Russell's contract to acquire DFS, but now it makes it damn near impossible for us to go get a player like Zach LaVine, which in my opinion would have provided a much higher ceiling than DFS does. So listen, I don't know what the Lakers are going to do, but the clock is ticking. The trade deadline is February 6th, and that's about 2.5 weeks out. listen, that's going to be here before you know it. It's time for Rob Pelinka to step up. Thanks for watching again, guys. I genuinely appreciate your support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And if there's anything that you guys want me to, talk about or discuss, just let me know in the comments, whether it's, can we trade for Zach LaVine now? What does that trade look like? Or if there's another move that you want me to discuss, just let me know, man, and I'll do my best to make it happen for you. I'll catch you all in the next video. Here.